Guys, I talked to Indiana head coach Jeff Mercer a few days about Sonoran, and he had nothing but good things to say. He said that what first attracted him to Sonoran was, of course, the fact that he's 6'9", but he really just knew that they had a diamond in the rough with him. He said one good thing about Sonoran is that he plays much better under pressure and under duress than he does otherwise. So that's definitely something to look out for today. When there are guys on the bases, he plays better, and that'll be important because Maryland's hitting has been on fire lately. I'll send it back up to you guys. Thanks, guys. I talked to Maryland head coach Rob Vaughn about Kyle McCoy, and he assured me that he is going to be the face of this program. He checks every box, 6'6", left-handed, fastballs up to 95 miles an hour, but he also highlighted the fact that a few weeks ago against Rutgers, he took a 110 miles an hour ball to the face and was back out there the next weekend against Ohio State, no problem. And he said that shows you all you need to know about the toughness of that kid. All right, I'll send it back up to you guys. All right, I am here with Maryland head coach Rob Vaughn after a big series win over Indiana today. First, we got to talk about Kyle McCoy. He had a phenomenal outing, was in there for 7 innings, only allowed 1 run. He talked to me yesterday a little bit, said that he is going to be the face of this program. How impressed were you with his outing today? Hi guys, I am here with head coach of Illinois, Shauna Green. You were down 10 going into that second quarter there. What was the difference maker to really cut that deficit? I talked to Indiana head coach Jeff Mercer after yesterday's win, and he said that he kind of blacked out during that home run. He actually said a prayer before Morgan Colopy's at-bat and was just really glad that he could have that moment. Obviously, above all, he wants the team to win, but sometimes there are some guys that you just really pull for, and Morgan Colopy is one of those guys. One of the hardest workers, despite getting a lot more playing time earlier in the season. Mercer said that as a coach and in life, he's not the most emotional person. He's sometimes called stiff or cold, but after last night's win, he was jumping around like a little kid. Back up to you guys. I talked to Indiana's Bobby Whalen yesterday, and he said he was not happy with how the team played offensively and the pitching had to really save them. This has been the case a few times this season, and Indiana head coach Jeff Mercer thinks he knows why. Last season, a lot of the guys were new. There was no scouting report on them, whereas this year, teams have really been able to poke at their insecurities, and it's been something they've really had to deal with and overcome. We can see it happening a little bit today. Back up to you guys. I'm here with Indiana head coach Jeff Mercer after another big win today. Let's talk about Peter Cerruto first. He had a big role in this win today. What did you think of his outing? Hi guys, I am here with IU head coach Kayla Bayshore after a big win against Ohio today. Contributions, scoring from 3 different players today on the field. What did you like today from what you saw? And what was it that really enabled you to capitalize in that second half offensively? Kendall Bostick, the Indiana native, has taken NIL to a new level. Instead of using it to make money for herself, she is using it to give back. She started up a girls' basketball camp in her hometown of Kokomo, Indiana, and has since brought it to Champaign, Illinois. She uses it to inspire the next generation of girls to keep playing the game. Back to you guys. Talia Goodman for the Hoosier Network here with Yarden Garzon after a big win in the first round of the NCAA tournament today. How does it feel playing in your first tournament game here in Indiana? And I talked to you a little bit about this yesterday, but a lot of people before the season started were saying, NIL can ruin locker rooms and ruin teams and be a little bit of a distraction. How do you feel like this has kind of proven that wrong?
They can say whatever they want. We're going to Sweet 16, so keep talking. We don't care.
All right, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Use up!
It may be over for this season, but next year the Hoosiers will return with a fairly similar roster. The only exceptions, Grace Berger and Alyssa Geary. And while they may not have made it as far as expected, it was still an extremely successful season for the Hoosiers. Their first outright Big Ten regular season title, attendance record set, and huge landmarks for Terry Morin. For the Hoosier Network, I'm Talia Goodman. I am here with Mackenzie Holmes, who had 23 points and 6 boards in the win today. This was your guys' first real close game of the season. What do you think this will teach you? I have an injury update down here. You may have noticed Alyssa Geary is sitting on the bench today with a boot. She did suffer an ankle injury yesterday in practice and will be out for today's game. They're hoping to have her back on Thursday against Penn State. Back up to you guys. Yeah, I was able to talk to Illinois head coach Shauna Green earlier this week, like you said, and I talked to her a lot about why she made the decision to come from Dayton to Illinois and what it's been like since she got there. And what she said to me is that for us, every game out, all I know is to prepare and have that mindset to win. We didn't come here to be average. We didn't come here to be okay. We came here to win. And while they are down 10 points now, that doesn't mean they'll lose the game. Back up to you guys.